Morning, guys. Welcome back to the Stony Ridge. I am Josh, and I am sick. I know this is kind of not a normal live stream day. I was going to try and do a live stream yesterday, but was just unable to do it. Both me and Miss Stony Ridge both have a bad illness. I don't know what you'd call it. I'm not sure if it's just a cold or if it's the flu or what it is, but we've both been pretty sick for the last few days. I'd say I've had it for 4 days. She's had it for 3 days, and the show must go on. You know what I mean? So we've still got to take care of the animals here on the farm. We still got to take care of our dogs and our cattle, and everything still has to be done. So just want to take you guys along with me. I need to turn off my Starlink internet real quick. Hang on. There we go. That should be a little bit better. So as you guys come in, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I'd love to have you back. Looks like we got Dennis and Gary. I'm going to be Jalopy Joe in the house, Stranger Ranch. I'm going to be a little bit kind of quiet today, which is odd. I'll try and talk to you a little bit as we go. We've got a little bit of work to do. I've got to take a bale out. We're going to use the Select Track electric tractor real quick, set a bale out for the cows, and then we're going to walk down together, and we're going to get the ATV, and we're going to unroll the next bale. The cows are out here in front of the house, so I'm just going to grab you guys and take you along with me. I like to do these live streams. I love to connect with you guys every week like this, and I'm sorry I couldn't do it last week, or excuse me, this week. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I don't know if we'll be able to go hang with family this Christmas or not. As sick as both of us are, it's been pretty bad. Miss Stony Ridge has a fever. My fever finally broke, which is a good thing. I'm going to go down here and just kind of be quiet. You'll hear me on the electric tractor. I've got to go in, and I got to make sure that the cows don't come bombarding me, come up on top of me here. So got to move kind of quick for the first little bit here. And I'm going to set the camera up, and you'll just see me going out to feed. If folks come in and you guys have already heard the spiel, just let them know what's going on, and I'll be right back with the as soon as I get done dropping this hay bale off. So hang tight just 1 second. You'll hear me talk a little bit as we do this. You might hear me out of breath too. So the nice thing, and we got a video coming out on the Select Track tractor here very soon, but the nice thing about, hey, there you go, about having the electric tractor is I don't have to start it and let it warm up. So you're going to see what cold weather does. It was 19 degrees this morning on the farm, and this electric tractor's running. I know it sounds like a vacuum cleaner. Come on, buddy. So just like with any other machine, the hydraulics are a little slow when it's cold. That's okay. Cows are going to be pretty excited about getting this hay bale. It's about 33 degrees out here right now. What's he doing there? Little cow? Oh. All right. Shut this gate so that the girls don't come barreling out. So that's the Select Track. That's the electric tractor. People were really curious about what it does in the cold. That's a Biden tractor. Yeah, I guess, whatever. I get so sick of this stupid political world we live in. Guys, let me talk about that. And I know that was a joke. I know you were joking about that, Brian. I get so sick of everybody's decisions based on politics, politics, politics. It's like this, man. Here's the way I think. I want to buy American products. I want my diesel tractor to get out here and mow these pastures and to take care of the animals. But I also see that there's value in having something small like this that's electrical that will work on the farm and that I can use and not burn any fuel. So if this, I'm sorry, man, I'm not feeling good. If this were a diesel tractor, I would have needed to start it up and let it run for about 5 minutes and let it warm up. I don't have to worry about that with the Select-Track. I literally burn 1% battery life every day setting the hay bales out for these cows. So if I use this tractor to set out hay bales and it's 100% charged, I can literally feed the cows all winter long on one charge of this thing. So yeah, there's a use for it. There is a use for it for sure. And again, I charge it totally solar. So I'm not trying to sell it to you. And I do believe that it's going to go back to Select-Track very soon. It's not my tractor. It's a loaner. It's a unit that I'm using here on the farm. But I still think it's cool. I think it's interesting. I'm not sure that that's the technology that's going to be the wave of the future, but I think that things are changing. It's not an Elon Musk tractor, and it's not a stinking Joe Biden tractor. It's just a tractor. So let me go feed the cows real quick. They're all coming up here, and they're going to get in the way. All right, kids. Okay, kids. Daddy procrastinated. I'm sorry. You're all going to have to step back for a minute while Daddy gets the hay. You guys might hear me fuss at a cow here in a second, because these girls will start pushing and shoving. Guys, you're going to have to step back so I can do my job. Get back. You're going to get the real reality of farming with the flu here. I don't like to bring in a hay bale on the back of the tractor like this. I prefer unrolling the hay, but when you're not feeling well, this is kind of the only option. Hey, bud, you're gonna have to wait. You guys gotta wait. Dad's got to get all the string off. Okay. This is all the twine, and I'll be right back. We're gonna set this off, so hang around, and we'll talk some more. All right, get back, Jack. Get back, kids. Daddy's back. As you can see, it will push a cow out of the way. Come on, kids. Come on, kids. Come on, kids. There's a rock right here that I've been trying to cover up, and we're going to put this bale right on top of it. Oh, there we go. Now you guys can eat. Donnie, I know you want to butt that hay bale, but don't do it. Look out, Daddy's coming through. Look out. okay. All right. You know what? I was going to go get the four-wheeler and unroll a bale of hay, but I think I'm just going to grab another one with a little tractor. It's nice and quiet for full enjoyment of nature. Yeah, there's not a lot of nature going on right now out here. It's just me and the cows. And like I said, Miss Stony Ridge is laid up in the house. She's not one to call out of work, and she's called out of work for 3 days. That's the most she's ever called out of work. So Jerry, the inevitable question about the battery on the electric tractor. So it's like this. What do you pay for a new cell phone? $1,000? What is a new iPhone 12 or 14 or whatever the heck it is now? What does that cost? $1,000. New battery for a Select Track tractor, which should last up to 10 years, is going to be about $4,000. Does your cell phone last 10 years? No, it doesn't. If it does, let me know how you're doing that. So it's virtually the cost of 4 cell phones. That's pretty much it. No maintenance, so there's no oil change with this thing. And I'm driving it, and you hear how quiet it is. It's just simple to use. I'm not selling it to you. I don't care if you buy it. I'm just using it. So think about this. How much does a new DeWalt battery cost for your drill? Was it $99? So you just got to do the math, I guess. Whatever makes sense for you. But this machine does work. So we're going to go up here. I'm going to turn the camera around real quick. We're going to grab us some hay bales. There we go. The dogs are up because they don't go out with the cows. And we're picking special hay bales here, guys. Hay bales that are a little misshapen will be grabbed by the Select Track. They'll be grabbed by the tractor and set out. We're doing what's called bale grazing. Trying to drive and do all this at the same time here. Hang tight. Stick with me to the end here, guys. We're just going to feed the cows, and then we'll talk about whatever this strange bug, flu bug I've got. Let me know if you guys have had the same bug. Just haven't been feeling well. There we go. Yep, so there's our hay bale. Doesn't get much simpler than that, does it? Wait until he's done on the tractor. Car stuck, tree in the road, battery don't. I don't know what, Brian, I don't know what you're talking about. Car stuck, tree in the road, battery won't start. I haven't even done the in Smith. I haven't even tested for the C disease that we don't want to talk about, and we never want to say that word again. I haven't even tested for it. What does it matter? You know, I've gotten that question from a lot of my friends and a lot of my family. At this point, what the heck does it even matter? You know, if I had to go to the doctor, if I had to be hospitalized, what would it matter there? I mean, I honestly don't. Yeah, I'm a registered nurse myself. I've taken care of people. I honestly don't see where it even matters anymore. So just treat every cold is the way I do it. Just treat every cold as if it's a cold. So, question is, do I shut this gate? I don't think I need to shut the gate. We're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this hay bale loose. See how the select track just turned off. So it just automatically turns off after you're out of the seat for about 20 seconds, maybe even 10 seconds. So it's not burning any power. Unlike a diesel tractor, that would be sitting there purring and burning diesel fuel. So I'm not ever going to get rid of my diesel machines. This isn't going to replace them, but it is something that, as you guys can see, is a good tool. And this is a pretty much a 4x4 hay bale, maybe closer to a 4x5 hay bale. Yeah, we're at about 800 pounds, maybe close to 1,000 pounds. A big shout out to my stepdad for hooking me up with plenty of hay for the year. I've got 3 hay suppliers this year, and it's really been a blessing. This is the most cows that we've had over winter. We've got 49. I always say 50 because 50 is just easy to remember, but there's 49 cows. So, yep, Dave, it does seem like the sickness is going around. Empty Nest Farm says, be sure you take your vitamins. Absolutely. Guys, I don't understand why I keep getting sick. I just don't understand. Because I don't go anywhere. I just stay here most of the time, or I go to a farm show, or I go to the gym. And I pride myself on being in about the best shape of anybody that I hang around with or anybody I know. Just unwrapping this hay bale. I have to make sure we get all this out. So, you know, again, I pride myself on taking good care of myself. And staying in shape and taking my vitamins and eating right and doing everything right, and I'm still sick. Blech. Just no fun. Miss Stony Ridge is 10 years younger than me, and she's got it worse than I do. All right. So inevitably, I'll show you guys the nature of cows. Look at these cows. They all have a hay bale to eat. But what are they doing? They're working their way up towards me because this hay bale is special. This is the special hay bale. We've got to go eat that one. Okay, sat back down the electric tractor. Look at the cows. They're all coming up here. Dude, this is the same food. Same hay bale. Same hay bale. Look out. We're going to bump you out the way. Bumpity bump bump. Come on, cow. It's the same hay bale. It's like human nature. It's like nature of all animals, I guess. All these cows, check it out. They're all over here eating that hay bale, but they are all glancing at me out of the corner of their eye, thinking that this one most certainly is better. So, again, yep, flu now turned into cold, been staying away from people. So, people often call the flu the flu. The flu is influenza. A cold is a cold. In my humble opinion, the flu is a pretty rare thing, influenza-wise. A cold is a pretty common thing. But this will be the 4th time this year. So stick around here, guys. We're going to talk about, once I set this hay bale out and the cows destroy it, we're going to talk about farm fresh beef, because I've got a pallet coming in today. They may show up any time now. Okay, we're setting off the hay bale here. Come on, buddy. Okay, cow, let me get it off. Let me just get it off of there. There you go, buddy. There you go, girls. That one's way better than the other one was. I'll tell you that. Check it out. That's a better hay bale. Oh, goodness. We're going to hang with the cows for a second here. All right. All right. Just like with any piece of machinery, hydraulics run. Let me go. Let my people free. Got my jacket. By the way, this is a Milwaukee heated jacket. My goodness, how awesome this thing is. Okay, kids, I'm gonna turn the camera around and let you guys see the cows real quick if I can get my gloves off. There we go. All right, kids, what you doing? Boy, you must not be very hungry. Everybody's sitting up here begging for food. You must not be very hungry. Huh? Should go try and eat the tractor. Go ahead, guys. Bone broth. Need T cells for immune system. You can't eat T cells. And I've got tons of bone broth. Man, but there's just nothing you can do. He said he felt too bad to roll them out. Yeah. So the four-wheeler's right there, and it's got a hay bale attached to it. I'm just bale grazing right now. And this bale, you can see there's a little bare spot right here. So I set this bale as close as I could to the little bare spot. Hey, 203, how are you? So that's the deal. Earlier today, the cows were out here pushing and shoving and fighting and fussing and acting like they were starving to death, but obviously they're not. It's pretty funny. So let's give you guys an update. I'm going to cough really quick. Excuse me. Let's give you guys a little update as we drive the tractor out of the field. We'll take a look at the cows too. Farm fresh beef will be available very soon. I have you got some gas there, bud? I have how you doing, buddy? A truck coming in today with a pallet full of boxes and shipping containers for shipping farm fresh beef. So Farm All Fanatic sends $5 Kleenex money. Thanks, buddy. Hay mold or dust? Had that issue last year. It's not hay mold and it's not dust. We're both sick. It's not mold. It's not dust. It's you don't get a fever from mold and dust from hay here. This is my buddy. We're just sick. We have a cold. We both have a bad cold. So buddy number 202. We can't have so many buddies. We got Buddy the dog. Look for Jimmy equipment off marketplace and avoid the public gym if it's not sanitized. I'm not a germaphobe, man, and I'm not going to live like that. I'm not going to live in a world of hand gel, and I'm just not going to live like that. I'm sorry. It's just not me. It didn't apply 20 years ago, and it doesn't apply to me now. I'm just not going to live that way. Okay, I'm over here petting the cow on the nose. What are you doing, buddy? 202 is just my new most friendly cow. What you got on your side here, huh? Tickles, huh? I'm just not going to live that way, and I'm not going to live in constant fear of catching something. I just don't want to live that way. I'll stay clean and I'll do my very best, but I'm not going to live in constant fear. So did I pick this up at the gym, or did Miss Stony Ridge bring it home from the hospital? I don't know. It's been the nastiest cold I've had in 10 years. I'm going to say 10 years. So no, the wife does not have a baby bump. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint. $20 super chat from Theo Randall. Hope you and Mrs. get well. Thank you so much. Thank you, Theo. That helps with today's hay bale. Henry says, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, it doesn't feel too good, I'll tell you that. So, all right, girls and boys, it's time to eat. These are all the calves from this year. So 318, this is last year's calf, 205, 314. What is it over here that you guys just want to lick? So all these guys are young bulls. They'll be running through the chute here very soon, and we will be debulling them. We'll be taking away their man parts so that they don't get aggressive. That's something that's pretty normal. We'll turn them from bulls to steers. When it comes down to it, no, I didn't take the test, Darlene, and I'm not going to buy into it anymore. I'm just tired of it. I'm just, you know, I'm just going to keep my distance, just like I would common sense wise with any other flu bug or cold or anything like that, any other febrile illness. I'm just going to use good common sense. So wash my hands, stay away from people so I don't get them sick. And that's pretty much all you would do anyway. So I'm not sure that it matters anymore. You know what I mean? What weight do you take your cows to the auction? Don't do that. If you want to make money farming, don't take your cows to the cattle auction and sell them for wholesale prices. We're raising all grass-fed beef here on the farm. We're not wholesaling them. We're selling high-quality beef here off the farm. Look at them following me. Hang on, I got to speed up here. All that noise that you're hearing is the bush hog on the back of here bouncing around, okay? So we don't take them to the market. Why would I raise a high-quality beef, a high-quality product, and take it to a sale barn to where it has to live on a feed lot? So we're raising our animals in a way that doesn't require medication, shots, steroids, all that garbage that's put into the commercial food system here in this country. We don't do that. I'm not playing that game. I'm not feeding into it. I'm just not going to live like that. We have a small farm, and we're going to market our beef direct to consumer. So for those of you guys that are interested at what weight do you process, we process them. You just kind of have to, when they're full grown. It takes about 24 months. Oh, the one thing is, tractor is a little small. It takes about 24 months to raise out a grass-fed beef cow. 24 to 30 months to raise out a grass-fed beef cow. So once they reach that point, the cow's probably somewhere around 1,100 to 1,200 pounds, what they call hanging weight. We shoot for a hanging weight between 600 and 800 pounds. So that's it. We are typically butchering our steers at, again, somewhere between 24 and 32 months, something like that. So that's how it all works. I'm not gonna come out here, raise these cows in a certain way, all grass-fed, no grain, no outside inputs, no medications, no chemical fertilizers, and then take them to a cattle market and have them shipped off to a feed lot so that they can wade through other cows' manure, be given all sorts of medications. And that's not why I got into farming. So that's it. Oh no, Josh, please be both well, beloved, missed. You're not gonna be missed, I hope. Yeah. Like the waves of the ocean, every fourth flu outbreak. You know, you want my politics. You might want my politics here as a medical professional. I'm not going to give you advice, but I'll give you my politics. When I was a nurse, they mandated that we took the flu shot. It was mandated. I went in, and you used to be able to refuse it. I didn't take it. The reason I didn't take it is I didn't believe in it. Okay, I just didn't like it. I don't like putting foreign stuff into my body. I just didn't believe in it. So before they mandated it, so you had a choice. And you guys tell me if you think this is fair or not, but this is the choice that they gave your healthcare providers, and they're probably still giving your healthcare providers this choice. Here's the choice. You either take whatever the vaccine is that they require, or this is exactly what happened. You either take the flu vaccine, or right beside it over here is a piece of paper that's a voluntary resignation letter. What do you think about that? What you guys think about that? I didn't like that. I don't think that I don't like that. And then when I said I didn't want it, the audacity of the ignorant person that's administered the shot said, well, you want to give everybody the flu. No, I don't want to give everybody the flu because I'm not taking that shot. It seems to me that whenever those shots come out, that's when everybody starts getting sick. I don't know. I'm not giving you advice. I'm just telling you the way that I feel. And that's just the way that I feel. So a voluntary resignation, that doesn't sound, yeah, just like you said there, it doesn't sound like sign here or you're fired. That's not a voluntary resignation. And I really didn't like that. I did not like that at all. So that's my spiel on that. I don't think that we should be forced to do that. Now, in certain cases, it makes sense. But I don't know whether I've got the flu or whether I've got the big C or whatever the heck it is, but I feel like crap. So, guys, thoughts and prayers with you this holiday season. I appreciate it. I know that whole any vaccine talk nowadays is a politically minded discussion. This isn't politics. It's my health and my politics. I don't make my healthcare decisions based on my politics. I don't. I just don't. I just don't think that that's a sharp thing to do. I think making your healthcare decisions based upon your intellect and based upon evidence is the right thing to do. So that's my thoughts. So anyhow, I was going to tell you guys, and in the title it tells you. So farm fresh beef. Today I have a truck coming in, tractor trailer coming in. Got the skid loader set out here to unload them. I've got 2 pallets. I got a pallet of boxes for shipping beef. I have a pallet of insulated bags that will go in the boxes for shipping beef. Our plan is to be able to ship beef from coast to coast. It will not be into Canada, and it will be within the continental United States. The shipping will be 2-day air via UPS. That's the plan. And we'll ship on Mondays and Tuesdays. Okay. If you're interested in looking for high quality food, high quality beef, like we raise right here on the Stony Ridge farm, and I'll tell you this, I'm not playing government games. It is USDA inspected. Number one, it has to be that for me to sell it. I can't butcher an animal and sell meat to you legally. I cannot do that. Okay, so it is processed and packaged, flash frozen in a USDA inspected facility, and then it's shipped out to whomever purchases. You can get onto, if you would like to be the first notified when we have beef available, there's a link down there in the video description. It's patreon.com/Stony Ridge Farmer. You need to be a member in order to be among the first notified. We will have very limited supply for the first 2 years here. My goal is to be able to process or butcher 3 beefs per every month. That's my goal. And that way we can have a continuous supply of beef. It is super expensive. Thank you, Philip, for posting that. Patreon.com/Stony Ridge Farmer. It's super expensive to ship heavy things. So I've had to start a commercial account with 2 different outfits. And again, I've got $2,000 worth of shipping boxes coming in today. So please understand, you're not only buying the beef that you've seen being raised here on the farm on grass. I can't say that it's organic because it's not certified organic. I can't say it's certified grass-fed. I can't say that it's certified anything. The only thing I can say legally is that it's beef, okay? And you guys can see how it's been raised here on the farm. So that's it. That's it. Darlene, you can just go Patreon. The link's down there. It's in the description of the video. It's patreon.com/Stony Ridge Farmer. Just type it in. You'll find it. That comment came across over on Facebook, or excuse me, on YouTube. So we're streaming on YouTube, the main channel, the Cows and Coffee, and we're over on Facebook also. Will there be any way to pick up in person? If you're a local buyer, you can email me. Go to stonyridgefarmer.com. Okay. So I don't care about the cost. I know where the beef came from. That's it. Why can't you say that it's grass-fed? Because it is. Because there's laws. Because there's laws that govern everything that you can say on paperwork as it pertains to food. So there are certain laws. That's it. So I just have to abide by the law. So what gloves are you wearing? These are called Work Right, and they're junk. There's a hole in this one. So look at it. The fingers are worn out. So they're not very good. I think this is like a cheap pair of Lowe's gloves. They're so flimsy that I can pull off the leather on the fingers. So, but they keep my hands warm. So anyhow, just thought I'd share that with you guys. Again, hopefully my goal date was October 15th, but there's so many hurdles and hoops I've had to jump through. Now that I'm sick and I'm stuck in the house, I can sit down, I can finish building out the website, and I can go ahead and get everything all set up. So anyway, just want to share that with you. In the Netherlands, we can sell our own, hang on. Own products in the farm shop. You process beef as much, but this ain't the Netherlands, man. So those of us, see, we all pay for those of us that came before us that didn't do the right thing, and that's what it's all about. And I'm sure you guys heard about the Amish family that was selling beef that they were processing on their own, and they got fined and all sorts of stuff. I don't want to play that game. I can't afford to do that. So I have to stay legal for sure. A red flag. I'm not going to talk about the vaccine, and I'm not going to talk about Big Pharma. I just have a cold, and that's all it is to it. I don't care about the politics of it. When you're this sick, you don't give a crap about the politics of it. I'm not playing that game. I'm just not going to play the game. I'm also, I'm just not going to play the politics game. I hate this. This is something I hate about our country, is that now we've become so divided over this ridiculous political environment that we live in that is purely manifested by the news media. Everybody's feeding into every little piece of information that's being fed to them through the news media, and I'm so absolutely sick and disgusted with it. If right now you're sitting in your living room and you're watching me and you got Fox News or CNN or MSNBC or whatever news channel you choose to watch, if you've got it streaming all day, every day in your house, look at it, pay attention, but take it with a grain of salt, because this is for ratings, guys. This is for ratings. You don't need to choose sides. You need to be an American. Choose the sides. Choose the side that's right for you. I'm just so sick of this political environment that we live in. And when we get around our families for Christmas time, there's so much politics. There's always political discussion, political garbage, just like Dave says. There's always so much politics. Billy Joe's sister is a liberal. Jimmy Bob's cousin is a Trumper, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something, man. This is temporary, okay? Donald Trump's temporary. Joe Biden's temporary. Bill Clinton was temporary. George Bush is temporary. This is all temporary, guys. It's going to move on. It's going to move on, and it's going to move on. One thing that ain't temporary is more regulation, more rules, and more news media. That ain't temporary. But you guys vote. You vote for what you want to see by watching it on television. So if you continue to perpetuate this war amongst Americans, this fight amongst Americans, I don't want to say the word, the WAR word, but this fighting amongst Americans to bust us apart, to choose sides. My dad's bigger than your dad. If we continue to perpetuate this, it's just going to get worse. And we're all going to end up at each other's throats when all we need to be doing is holding hands and working together. So K9 Striker says, I stopped watching Doug and Stacy when they went off the rails and started fanning the flames for dollar bills. I know Doug and I know Stacy. So, yeah. Are you going to be tanning any of your hides, John? You know, as a matter of fact, John, the next few cows that I take to the butcher, I'm going to save the hides back because I want to learn how to do that. That's something that I'm really interested in. I've also set some traps down here for muskrats. I would love to make some stuff with these muskrats. I don't want them to go to waste. I don't want to just trap them and throw them away. They're destroying my pond dam, but it would be interesting. And I've talked to my good buddy Eustace Conway, and he said once I get a good bunch of muskrats together, bring him on up and we'll learn something together. So maybe we'll take you up there and see old mountain man Eustace Conway. He lives about 2 hours away. He's a good friend of mine, and we'll go up there and show you guys how to tan hides with Eustace. I think that'd be pretty fun. So anyhow, that's it. That's what's going on this morning. I've got to ride down or walk down, open up the gate, get ready for this tractor trailer to come in, get it unloaded. Got to get the four-wheeler over here, get it prepped for tomorrow's hay bales. That's it for the day. So the cows will get those 2 hay bales. It's somewhere between 16 and 1,800 pounds of hay that these cows will consume, which means 16 to 1,800 pounds of biomass out here on the soil, that good butt fertilizer we all like so much that helps the grass to grow. Yep, thank you. And thank you, Matthew, for the hat comment. If you don't know, having a feather in your hat, this is a crow's feather. Having a feather in your hat, a crow's feather, is supposed to be good luck. So far, with this cold, it hasn't been very good luck. But thank you all for the positive sentiment. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You don't have to buy beef from me. I don't care. But know your farmer. Know where your food comes from, guys. That's the whole reason I started farming, and the whole reason I started sharing all this with people is because I wanted to teach. I want people to know. And you need to know where your food comes from. Think about where your food comes from. When you go to the grocery store, look on the shelves and think about where it comes from, guys. Just think about it. Try to buy real food, whole food, 1 ingredient, 2 ingredients, things you can read, things you understand, not chemical preservatives and garbage. So thank you, guys. I appreciate it. The voice is just about gone now. I'll keep you updated. We should have a video coming out on the regular channel tonight. Hope to see you then. Okay, take care. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the positive sentiment. I appreciate it. It's fresh Stony Ridge smoky beef soup time. Take care. Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Woo!